guys, it's Keleas here with Keleas.com, where we love to teach you the love of floral design and of course teach you step by step how to make floral design really easy for you. And one of the things of course we love to make is wreaths, and when you are working with this type of base here, it's kind of like a starburst of they can be grapevine. This is actually angel vine, so it's nice and lightweight and very forgiving, but sometimes these are a little bit intimidating to work with, so we're going to do a really simple project to show you how to work with this kind of base. So come on in, say hello, of course, if you're in the comments, wherever you're watching. And don't forget to go to textkeleas.com to get on our text list. If you subscribe also to our pages and follow us, you will also get updates when we go live on the different platforms. From there, or that's the really good thing about Text Keleas, I'm able to give you updates. Now, you can see I just took this greenery off the stem. This is like a nice lightweight greenery, and the most important thing for these kind of wreaths is this greenery looks good going both ways. So the underside of the leaf needs to be pretty because you will be seeing it. And that's a little bit thing you might not think about when you look at your florals, but the underside needs to be nice. And I really look for that when I'm shopping for us for supplies that we carry on the website at Keleas.com. I like for you to have things that are going to work all the time. So you're going to need a greenery. Then I'm going to use like a filler flower for this project. It's a nice little flower, but it also has a great greenery. It's a pretty sizable bush. So I've got that, and then I'm going to need a major flower like a sunflower, and these are probably about 5-inch heads, 4-inch heads. They're not really huge. I'm going to need a couple of those, and of course my ribbons. Now my theme for this one is sunflowers and summer. It's a great project for spring and summer, but really summer. So we're going to use a sunflower ribbon and then a contrasting, complementing actually, yellow that's going to work well together. So we're going to start off by tying our bow first so we get that done. So I'm going to put this over to the side, and we're going to tie this bow with these two ribbons here. And I'm going to use my bow maker. So let me grab it right here. And basically you make your choice on which ribbon you want to dominate. And I want it to be the sunflower. I want it to be the majority of the color I see in the bow. So I'm going to go with a 16-inch tail. So you can measure that right on your bow maker. Bring it into the center, and then you just twist. One hand forward, one hand back, and I bring this coming down. Now this first loop is going to be at 5.5 inches. This is not a big base, so we're going to keep it really simple. 5.5, and I twist again. 5.5 over here, and I twist. Nice! 5.5 here. We're going to do 2 on each side. You can see I'm going to fluff it out. Just fluff it out right as I'm going and scrunch that down. Spread these apart. Beautiful. Get these tails matched up, and I'll cut these at opposite angles to each other. Now it's time to bring in the yellow. So we got this really nice yellow, and it's this neat fabric. It's got a great little touch to it where it's just got a nice feeling. I don't know how to describe it really, but it's not printed on the same as this, so the two together is just a great combination. So I'm going to cut this at the same angle as the other tail and make it a little bit shorter. And I'm going to twist, and we'll just put this one really, a really nice little pop of it. We were at 5.5, so let's go 5. 5 inches on this one, twist in the center, 5 inches here, and scrunch. And we'll just take these and trim them at opposite angles. Isn't that beautiful? And it's a really simple bow. This is a 2-1 recipe. And make sure you check out our Wednesday videos. Wednesday videos are all about bows. So, or if you catch us on a live stream, just go to textkeleas.com and I'll text you when we're live, and you can come join us for bow making. We go more in depth on this process. My bow maker off to the side. I'm going to take and just rotate this to the back, and we'll fluff it up. Get it exactly where we want it all. And in design school, we have many bow recipes that you can follow from different projects. You know, our class opens twice a year, so you can get on the wait list at, you can head over to KeleasDesignSchool.com, and there's a wait list waiting for you. But if you get on the text list, I can send you all that info too if you need it. That's just easier Either way works. Now the last thing in the center here is that sunflower ribbon. I'm going to bring back a little pop of it. So I just cut a little strip, and what I like to do is just fold this on its side. So I just kind of create a little story with it, and I think the center of the sunflower would look really cute right in the center of the bow. So just use your ribbon to do that little detail. I love that. I'm going to pop a little knot in there. Give it a twist. If you can get 2 in, that's ideal. If it's too small of an area, that's okay. You can go with 1. Trim the tail off and you're good to go. And there's our really simple 2-1 bow. But we're going to need that when we're creating the wreath, okay? Bring the wreath back over. And these Simple Saturday videos, I like to keep them at 30 minutes or less. So we'll have to hustle. We're going to have to hustle because this is going to take a little time. But hey, we already cut up our greenery. Remember, we did that at the beginning. So what you might want to do is just start by laying this out. And I'm going to put my greenery going with the flow of the wreath. This definitely has one flow. If you tried to go this way, the eye would be so confused. No. Okay, that's something I would be teaching you in class. We have to have a flow. So we definitely have a direction working. So I'm just going to lay these out to start. And don't be afraid to do this. Lay out your pattern. And you want to go out into the vine. I'm going to get it laid out where these are equally distributed around my wreath. Okay, so you can see I've got them just laid on there. Now, let's do the same thing. And then we'll start gluing in a second. Oh, I've got one little piece that must have came off one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go right here. I'll put it back in with that one. So now I'm going to take this one and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to break it apart and I just can pull this bush. It's no big deal. Or you can cut it. And when you pull this one, it breaks into all these nice little pieces. And we'll just take and trim these pretty short. I'm going to cut them. Trim them real good. There we go. Wonderful. Throw these out. And let's take and position these now. So you're going to have a greenery, and maybe we're going to have 2 of these. Let's see if there's enough to put 2 of these in between each greenery. Ooh. See it starting to come alive? How cute is this? I think there is. Okay, so we haven't done anything but just start to lay out our wreath and see how it's going to shape up. How cute is that going to be? Now I want you to think about where you're going to put your bow. I'm thinking right about here would be really super cute. So if you need to, let's say you're short a little bit of materials, you know you don't need a whole bunch right behind the bow. You can position those to leave a little space. So you can use that as a little cheat if you need it. Now I'm going to grab my glue pot and bring that over. The glue pot is basically the one I use. It's just an electric skillet that I put glue in. It's a cooking skillet. I do a lot of course, wreath making. So I don't go with something little. I need something big. In my world. The other thing I'm going to need to cover up mechanics is Spanish moss. So this is my bucket of Spanish moss that I use all the time. We're going to use that right next to us here. Okay? And we're just going to start working our way around. What I'm going to do is work from one point and just go all the way around the perimeter. So I'm just going to push it in and kind of hide mechanics if I can with just a pop of moss. I mean, just a little, guys. We're just going to put that on the glue so nobody knows what's happening. Okay? All right, there's that one. And this is what you're going to do. Work your way around. I'm going around. Sing yourself a song or a dozen like I would normally be doing. Sometimes I just break out in random song. Because that's what my brain thinks we should do. I'm in agreement with my brain. And I'm going to shake hands with it. You guys hear me say that. If you're in class, you hear me talk about it. I'm going to go under here. Very nice. Let's spread those out. How pretty is that? And you just kind of keep rotating. And I like to cover, the reason I cover this now is that glue's hot. We don't want to come back and mess with it. Just rock and roll right now. All right, we're going to spread out our greenery, shake hands with it. We'll put it next. You can see we're going to rotate right around. So I don't want you to be intimidated by these bases, y'all. Get on the text list because I try to give you nuggets of wisdom. You know, whether you can join our class right now or you need to wait till later when it's open. I still want you to have success, and I want you to be inspired to play with this stuff. And it's really fun to create beautiful things. Look how cute. Look how cute this is, and so wispy. Don't be afraid to bring some of the vine up too and work it in a little bit. We haven't done that a whole lot down here, but we want dimension always on our pieces. All right, now I'm going to put this one. That one's going to go over there in a second. Working my way around. So stinking cute. So cute. I love this. Push that one in. And let's put a little glue on it. And we'll go with this one. This is the one that little piece came off. A little bit of greenery. I like that you can kind of move these around. Sometimes with some of the different these wreath bases, you may not be able to pop them up as much, but this one we have available on Keleas.com, where you can add that nice dimension. All right, just a couple more to go. We're almost around. And you can just slide it on your table, just rotate it around, and make sure going into this wired base right here, there's not enough support to go out into the perimeter. You've got to stay into the heavier grapevine right here. Okay. Push that one right here. Okay, let's go ahead and shake hands a little bit with those. Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So cute. I always hit my sign. I always hit it. I try not to. I hit it. Okay, once it's all put together, we're ready to put our bow on, which we're going to use down here. I really think it looks precious right there. Oh, that's cute. I love that. Let me move our moss out of the way. If we need any more, we can grab it in a second. We need a little space here, table. I had my girlfriend Betty make this table, and you would have thought I had it big enough, but should have known. I always like it bigger and better. So just grab one of those little wires that's on here, and you're going to just shoot this through there. We made that bow with a cable tie, so it's going to be nice and strong to be able to go through there, and then we'll take and tighten it up right onto the frame there where the wire is. Now you're not done. You have to fluff that bow and make it really pretty. Of course. Let our tails come. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? That's so cute. And I'm going to curl these up. But this is perfect for summer. Now it's up to you if you want to add anything else, but I thought it'd be really cute to pop a few sunflowers in around the bow, and you can do that too. But how cute this, if you're a beginning wreath maker, this kind of wreath is kind of like a quick win, really easy to work with, and yet the price point can stay low if you're a wreath seller. Can you think of all the wins here that you could have with this one design? I hope you can think of them. So this little bush, it comes with the leaves separate, and it's up to you whether you want to use them. I think I'm going to just go with some of the flowers. Cut off a couple of flowers and just simply pop them in. I'm going to give it a little bit of a bend, so we don't want anything boring over here. My sign. I need to just let it be, but you know, it bugs me if it looks crooked. Okay, take it for a little swim in the glue, and I'm going to pop this one in above the bow. And once again, make sure you're going into that frame, because we need it to be strong and they're holding it. Yep, there we go. There's one going in. How about one more in that same little area? Maybe a couple. Coming out the top. Maybe we could have a couple coming out the bottom too. Maybe we could play with it. Let's see. Got a couple more on that bush. Oh, how cute is that? Yeah, how about one coming out the bottom, two at the top? Okay, that's pretty. Here comes one more. All right, here's this one. Have fun. Let's put him popping out the bottom. Come on out the bottom, baby. I'm trying to get under that wire. Now, if you get any glue, you have to do the same thing. Come back with just a touch of the moss in there. Y'all, the last step you'll want to do is add a hanger. Just pop some wire on the back to add a hanger But look, this is just a simple summertime wreath. And we made it all by ourselves. I think it came out great. I can't wait to see what you make. Make sure you're playing with flowers and of course, have fun. I'll see you next time, Bloomerinos. Bye. Don't forget to text me, textglee.com. Bye, everybody.